Hello everyone, thank you for visiting my channel. Can you imagine someone tells you a certain day and tell you be ready, they're going to pick you up and take you on a cruise, and you waited that whole week, and when that day comes and also they start getting late, and that person never showed to pick you up so y'all can take a cruise. Well, that's basically what happened to Jehovah's Witnesses. Their cruise was supposed to happen in 1975, September the 5th, sundown, when Freddie Friends had in his talk that 1975 at sundown was supposed to end it, and 1976 was supposed to start. So when I was going through a yearbook, I was looking for clues about 1975. So I found something interesting in the yearbook. You can see Friday is the 5th, and we're looking at the 12th. 12th was very interesting in the yearbook information that I found about the governing body. And a little bit, I say, we talk about 1975. So I'd like to share you my finds, because most people don't have the 1975. Fortunately, my friend Kim and Mike gave me the PDF of the 1975 yearbook, and I'd like to share something that most Jehovah's Witnesses at that time didn't even get apology or even explanation of what happened to God. Why didn't he step in 1975 at September 5th to free them from Satan's world? Well, this is September 5th. Friday, September the 12th. Week after September 5th. So we're going to break it down to make it that everybody can read for themselves. Friday, September the 12th. Be kind to one another, tenderly compassionate, freely forgiving one another, just as God also by Christ freely forgave you. Okay, we've got to look at this. Why would they put something like this in there? Could be because 7 days are already passed of Armageddon, and now they want the Jehovah's Witnesses probably to forgive them for screwing up. Well, let's keep going. It is in the connections with, let me read that again. It is in the connections with God's forgiving us that we are concealed to become imitators of Him. Since we are all imperfect and all limited in wisdom and understanding and discernment, should we, yes, the governing body was limited in wisdom when they put in the publications about possibility Armageddon was going to start, but 6,000 years was supposed to end in September 5th, 1975. Who cares when the 6,000 years ended or start? It had nothing to do what they were trying to get Jehovah's Witnesses thinking, the possibility that God or Christ was supposed to come back in 1975. Not to be able to make allowance for the sins of our brothers and be ready to forgive them? Yes. For love covers a multitude of sins. If Jehovah remembers that we are but dust, and so puts our transactions far from us as the sun rises is from the sunset, should we not, we imperfect creatures, be even more willing to be forgiving toward those who may transgress against us and who's asked our forgiveness? Since God forgives in a large way, should we not imitate Him also in this? That means we should want to be willing to forgive 77 times, as Christ told Peter to do, including even the serious offense against us if the offenders should show true repentance. Okay. First of all, it's true, we should forgive the ones who does us wrong and all that. But the problem is, Jehovah's Witnesses, or anyone watching this video, the government body lied to millions of people. They put in their own publications about 1975 to make Jehovah's Witnesses believe that something was going to happen in 1975, and nothing happened. Are we supposed to forgive them? Well, let's put it a different way. What about the magazines, which I remember a magazine or book mentioned about the brothers and sisters was sold in the homes for the last day, or the last days, which at the time I didn't quite understand what was going on, because we didn't talk about Armageddon was supposed to start in my congregation, so it was something that I had no understanding at that time. But I do remember what the magazine said. So, what about the brothers and sisters who sold their homes when 1975 passed, 76, 77? These brothers and sisters lost their homes because of the greed, thinking that if they sold their homes, and if Armageddon was supposed to start September the 5th, they would have bonus points. It's like I said, bonus points to their God Jehovah, and He would grant more privilege because they lost everything to preach His good news when September 5th, 1975 was supposed to be upon them, and nothing happened. So, why should we forgive the governing body, or it could be because they was all imperfect, limited in wisdom. They was limited in wisdom and their imperfect thinking put in the literature so that the Jehovah's Witnesses can force people, tell them Armageddon was supposed to start because our governing body said the end of the world was upon us. And I remember I was talking to somebody one time, and they said when they was a kid, the Jehovah's Witness told her that she didn't become a Jehovah's Witness, she would have died in 1975. She thought from the Jehovah's Witness that it would have been like a nuclear war or something. But I explained to her that it was Armageddon was supposed to start at that time. And she was surprised, and now she realized from her childhood that Jehovah's Witnesses was a false prophet. And also the governing body, the members of Jehovah's Witnesses, had them so believing, so they was going around telling people that Armageddon was supposed to start in 1975. So, is Jehovah's Witnesses supposed to forgive the governing body for lying? Well, apparently the governing body was hoping they would. That's the reason they put this in there, so they would remember this, that they was humans. They was allowed to make mistakes. Deceiving someone to make your members grow, to put more money in your pocket, there is no forgiveness. The governing body is nothing but evil people, just like the ones who control other religions, other cults. All they are after, more members, and put more money in their pockets. It's time to wake up. It's time to see Christ did not want us to forgive cults and false religion for deceiving us. What we need to do is get out, because they're going to still be here till Christ comes and destroy them all. People, you need to wake up. You need to see the truth for yourself. And Jehovah's Witnesses, this information was in your yearbook. How many more interesting things that I can find in your yearbooks? You don't want to believe your books from the past that was written from the governing body, but you cannot deny what was written in your yearbooks. I hope this educated someone that the governing body was trying to deceive us. Then it was hoping that we will recognize them as imperfect humans, and we will just forgive them and just stay faithful as a Jehovah's Witness. And guess what? Bunch of them left, and bunch of us still leaving. They are what they are. They are workers of Satan the devil, doing his work, keeping us from Christ and God, and store us up for everlasting destruction with him. Thank you, and have a nice day.